This is high school football on iTalk 1067, presented by Sholo Ford. Produced by White Mountain Youth Productions in cooperation with iTalk 1067 Radio. High school football is also brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Sunrise Park Resort, Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store, Beamer's Glass, Beeler Orthodontics, Summit Regional Medical Center, Octopus Car Wash, and Native Grill and Wings. And now, Sholo Ford presents high school football.
You've been there.
21 or something like that.
Worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to Blue Ridge High School, home of the Yellow Jackets, host tonight to the Scouts of Window Rock High School. Camden Smith, Mike Side with Punt Cooley as we get set for 3A high school football here. This is opening night for the Scouts, their first game of the season. The Yellow Jackets reeling from a loss last week to Page, a 40-7 loss in a game really that they put up more offense than they did points. They should have had more points. It was a game, it looks like on paper at least, had 255 yards of total offense. It looks like they should have had some more touches in that game, but young team, the Yellow Jackets, a very young team, and so they've got a lot of kinks to work out here. Of course, coming off a season last year that they'd like to forget, they certainly want to turn things around, and this would be a great start for them tonight if they could beat this Window Rock team. But this Window Rock team looks big and physical. Time now for our Ace Hardware Keys to the Game, brought to you by the Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, now with a 24/7 locksmith. Next time you're locked out of your car, just need a key made for your home. You can contact their Ace Hardware in Pine Top, Sholo, and Heber Overguard. And Punt, I'll tell you, it's pretty easy to pick keys most nights, but when you talk about these two teams, there's a lot going on.
Yeah, well, and we're definitely early in the season. I think the biggest key, really for both teams, but more for Blue Ridge, you know, coming off that big loss last week. You talked about them, their ability to generate offense, and just some key errors at key times, I'm sure, contributed to them to just not being able to get points on the board. And I think that's going to be one of the biggest, if not the biggest key for them tonight, is just to focus and reduce the mistakes. You know, early in the season, coaches are used to dealing with issues on both ends of the field, but for Blue Ridge to be able to come away with a W, this is not going to be a pushover game for them tonight by any stretch, and they're just going to have to execute cleanly on offense and defense.
Well, I'll tell you, if you want to know the makeup of a great coach and a great coaching staff, it's when you come off of a losing season and put a team and a program together, and that's exactly what Coach Bob London's trying to do here, Punt, as he tries to develop this program. It's a program that has struggled for the last couple of years, and they haven't had a lot of participation. But they're starting to see that happen, and a lot of good kids coming out of junior high this year.
Well, that's a big change this year from last year. Last year they were losing a lot of players that they thought would come out. They got most of those players back this year, and it certainly will contribute to the effort of the team this season.
Let's go down to the coin toss. We're taking a look at a shot right here. We'll get the
All right, gentlemen, we're here for a good game of football tonight, okay? And what that means is a good competition and good sportsmanship. If you make a nice play with the ball, I want you to lay it on the ground or hand to the nearest official. If you make a nice tackle or a nice hit, I want you to get up and walk away or help that other player up. Those are your only options. You're the captains in charge of your teams. I expect you to take charge as such. Are we all okay with that? All right, Blue Ridge, you're my home team. You're my visiting team. There's white, there are heads, and the tails. Heads, tails. I'm going to flip it. You call it. You repeat what he says. If I drop it, we'll do it again. What is your call? Heads. Heads was the call. It is a head. You've won the toss. Would you like to receive, defend, defer, or kick?
Receive.
You wish to receive. You want the ball in the second half, correct? And which way would you like to kick? And which way would you like to kick? Kick this direction. All right, gentlemen, please swing around. Blue Ridge here with me, facing them. Window Rock has won the toss. Elect to receive. You have the second half option. Shake hands, gentlemen.
Okay, there's your coin toss, and we're about set for action here, as that will conclude our Ace Hardware Keys to the Game, brought to you by the Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, now with a 24/7 locksmith. Anytime you're locked out of your car or just need a key made for your home, contact their mobile unit. They'll come to you. That's the Ace Hardware in Pine Top, Show Low, and Heber Overgard. Let's go down to our sideline reporter. It's time now for our Summit Regional Medical Center injury report, brought to you by Summit Regional Medical Center. They've got a fully staffed emergency department, advanced diagnostic department, and outstanding orthopedic and physical therapy teams. Summit Regional Medical Center has everything your athlete needs to get back into the game. Let's go down now to our sideline reporter tonight, Keegan Bjorn. Keegan?
Thanks, Camden. Hey, we have a few injuries on the field, actually more than a few. Some of the main ones for Blue Ridge that we have tonight are Colton Penrod, arguably one of the best players on this team, if not the best. And also we have Yoshinaga on this Yellow Jacket team, a really main key player. And though that for Blue Ridge, I think, is one of the main ones. Window Rock, we have Ethan Kay, who's a senior, very crucial to Window Rock. And we also have Talvin Jim, who is a wide receiver, but he will be back next week.
All right, thanks a lot, Keegan. Appreciate that. That's your Summit Regional Medical Center injury report, brought to you by Summit Regional Medical Center, with a fully staffed emergency department and an advanced diagnostic department with an outstanding orthopedic and physical therapy team. Summit Regional Medical Center has everything your athlete needs to get back into the game. Time now for our Northland Pioneer College kickoff. When it comes time to kick off your college education, choose the college with the lowest tuition in the state of Arizona. That's Northland Pioneer College. Again, Camden Smith, Mike Side with Punt Cooley. We say thank you to Mike Caldwell, our spotter and statistician in the truck tonight. Stephanie Fragoso is our director, along with executive producers Mel West and Jerry Butler. And we say thank you to Snowflake and Show Low students, bringing you the sights and sounds of tonight's contest. You can watch it live right now at italk1067.com. Set to kick off for the Yellow Jackets is Nathan Howlett, and he puts a nice boot into it. It'll bounce into the end zone, takes a hop at the 3-yard line into the end zone for a touchback, and no return to start things off here for the Window Rock Scouts. They'll have an 80-yard field as they'll mark this one at the 20. And a couple of, when you look at Window Rock, Punt, you got, looks like some pretty good size up there and some pretty good athletes.
Yeah, they definitely, across the line, are going to match up well against Blue Ridge tonight. And interesting with the, with the call to take the opening kickoff on offense, obviously Window Rock feeling like they have a chance of moving the ball early against these Yellow Jackets.
And some movement from the left side of the Window Rock.
That's Raul Norris jumping defensive end on the right side for the Yellow Jackets.
Encroachment, number 66, 5 yards, still first down.
PJ Way, our head official tonight. And it's going to be a call against the Yellow Jackets. You called it, Punt. I thought it was movement by the Scouts, but it was the Jackets called. And a penalty marker comes in as the quarterback tries to make his way up the middle of the field after he was flushed. Tyler Boyd on the tackle. Demetrius Begay, or excuse me, no, that's
Holding, number 72 of the offense. 10-yard penalty, it'll be replayed first down.
Well, you can see where that flag was thrown from. That's the back judge, and once the quarterback leaves the pocket, that flag came out, so clearly an indication of holding. Good rush from the edge on the outside by number 86. Daniel Soldatna coming in from that left DN position, just doing a good job of putting pressure on the quarterback early.
And Tyrell Boyd is the quarterback tonight for the Scouts. And we apologize, we did not get a roster till about 10 minutes before we started here tonight. They hand it off right side. Yellow Jackets are there defensively. So on first down and 18, they get a stop here.
That's just a good job by the middle, the interior of that defensive front for the Yellow Jackets, just plugging up gaps inside.
So 2nd down and 20 now. After a loss of a couple on the play, they send a trip set to the right, 2 receivers to the near side, and they empty the backfield as Tyrell Boyd gets set to throw here. On 2nd and long, throws it across the middle, in and out of the hands of his intended receiver.
That's Shawnee Sam, it looks like, number 25. Hit him right in the hands, and a crossing pattern over the middle. Good linebacker coverage. Had he caught the ball, looked like they could have got to him, but regardless, we'll put 3rd down and 20 for the Scouts on their 10-yard line.
And back to a similar set, trip set to the right, single receiver to the near side. And in the backfield is Boyd with a single back behind him, and this one's going to be picked off. Picked off at the 25.
No, that's number 80, Tanner McCullough for Blue Ridge. Good linebacker play there, just stride for stride with his coverage. And that's just a ball that's floated out there. McCullough just out muscles the intended receiver to get an interception and puts Blue Ridge in good field position here early at the Scouts, 26-yard line.
Big break for the Yellow Jackets here as they put the Scouts in a hole, force them into a throwing situation, and get the pick. McCullough with the first interception of the night. P.J. London, the freshman, at quarterback, and we get penalty markers, and this one's going to be blown dead.
Dead ball. Ball start. Right tackle.
Yep.
5 yards. Replay 1st down.
Coach London always big about coaching, getting off the ball early and fast. That one maybe just a little too early, but still you like to see Blue Ridge coming out fast and quick here early in this football game.
London under center. 1st down and 15. Ball on the 31-yard line, and markers again.
Well, you can see the Scouts D-line jump, and I think they...
Encroachment, defense, number 77, 5-yard penalty.
Yeah,
1st down.
He crossed number 77 for the Scouts. They don't have their roster in numerical order here, so we have to... Riley Graymountain jumped across. So Blue Ridge gets their 5 yards back. Still 1st down.
Corey Enfeld wide to the left side of the formation for the Yellow Jackets. London going to hand to Esparza. Esparza has room. 10-5 touchdown, 26 yards on the score for the Yellow Jackets.
And that's Esparza right up the middle, untouched the whole way. So for that to work, you got to have good point of attack at the line of scrimmage. Clearly the O-line doing a great job of opening up those holes right at the line of scrimmage. No linebacker coverage by the Scouts, allowing Chase to just walk into the end zone untouched.
So an INT leads to points for Blue Ridge in their opening possession. 26-yard run by Esparza. On to try the point after try here is Nathan Hallett. The snap's a little low, but Hallett punches it through, got plenty of leg, and it's 7-0 Blue Ridge. We step away with 10:55 remaining in the 1st quarter. This is Shola Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Orthodontist Dr.
15
Joshua.
seconds.
Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Show Low and the entire White Mountains since 2006.
Right, you got
if
5
you need
seconds,
braces,
and here
stop
comes
in
your
and see the
audio.
friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics. Live to smile, love your smile.
Welcome back to Blue Ridge High School. The Northland Pioneer College kickoff goes deep into the end zone again as Hallett has got quite the boot on him. Northland Pioneer College reminds you that when it comes time to kick off your college education, make sure you choose a college with the lowest tuition in the state of Arizona, Northland Pioneer College.
Well, one of the deep receivers for the Scouts, number 26, Tristan Nez, thought the guy in front of him was going to catch it. That ball ends up dropping in between him and rolling in to the end zone for the touchback, so it'll put the Scouts to start their second drive just as they did on the 20, on the first drive.
Boyd goes under center here. Play action, rolls to his right on first down. Going to try to keep, but he's not going to get around the edge. Daniel Saldina in on the stop around that right side.
Well, that's good corner play as well. Number 11, Drew Baker, coming up hard. Once he reads that quarterback scramble, he just charges in quickly. But good gang tackling by the Yellow Jackets on that play.
Well, one offensive play tonight, and Blue Ridge scores 7-0. 26-yard carry by Chase Esparza to start things off here. Boyd takes a snap, but we get penalty markers thrown and another false start here. As we get a penalty marker on the ground.
Well, I'm not sure if they were calling some sort of audible, the Window Rock team. You could hear the quarterback yelling out at his wideout.
Equipment. Number 2 of the offense. 5-yard penalty, second down.
Regardless, a 5-yard penalty, so it'll send the Scouts back to about the, 13-yard line, second down.
Boyd in the gun. Single back, flanking him to his left. He fakes to him, keeps, tries to come left side. Chase Esparza and Daniel Saldana are there to knock him down.
It's just good rushing. Looked like they did send Esparza on that from the outside on a blitz, but good lane discipline as well by the defensive front, not giving that quarterback any room.
Yeah, we'll take a timeout. We'll take it with them. 9:34 left to play first quarter. Blue Ridge up 7-0. This is Shola Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
In today's challenging economy, having a college education is a must. Northland Pioneer College is here to help you prepare for your future. NPC is committed to providing you with the highest quality education with the lowest tuition cost in the state. We offer a variety of advanced learning classes to prepare you for a transfer or associate's degree, personal interest education, or earning your GED.
Contact an academic advisor for more information. Go online at npc.edu.
Welcome back to Blue Ridge High School. The Yellow Jackets with a 7-0 lead as the Scouts trying to get their offense going here, and they find themselves deep in Yellow Jacket or deep in their own territory, I should say. Boyd in the gun, single back, flanks him to his right with twin receivers to the left and a single receiver split wide right. Here comes the blitz. They throw across the middle, and it is caught. And it'll be good enough to get back to the original line of scrimmage. The reception's made by Kenneth
I
Lowy.
think that's 26, Tristan Nez. No, number 26. Yep.
Correction, it is. You're right, Ethan.
Tristan Nez is number 26 for the Scouts.
Okay, here we go. Let's go, boys. Okay, right there, stay.
Okay, 8:53 left to play here, and we apologize. Our roster for Window Rock did not arrive, and until like 10 minutes before this game, they didn't have any rosters posted anywhere. So, kind of a tough situation for us tonight.
Noah Sanchez, I think, is who's back for the Jackets to receive.
If it is, Sanchez fields it at
23.
the 50. Kisei actually has some room. Gets a crackback block up the far sideline. They got the wall set up, and Kisei gets out across the 20-yard line and gives the Jackets another short field.
Well, as you say, Camden, they set up the picket fence off on that left side, set it up perfectly early. Good blocking down the field to free up Kisei, who makes a great run and again leaves Blue Ridge in outstanding field position.
Good chance to go down to our sideline reporter after this play here is PJ London, just a freshman. Oh, we get our first replay of the night. Nice job by Isaiah Miller showing us that replay there. And PJ London under center, takes the snap, hands off second man right side, has lots of room. This is Baker. He cuts it up and dives into the end zone. Excuse me, it's Jimmy Benton. Benton with the score, and the Yellow Jackets are up 13-0.
Well, that's just great misdirection by the Jackets. Again, scoring on their first play of scrimmage on this series. The motion going left, and then Benton with that handoff coming back right. The Scouts defense completely over adjusts to the fake to the left, and they're just not able to keep up with his speedy run right into the end zone first. Blue Ridge so quickly, Camden, they've got to be feeling pretty good right now. The Jackets, they struggled last week offensively. They get 2 quick touchdowns here early in this football game.
2 plays, 2 scores. I don't know if you can be any more efficient than that. Point after tries up, and it's good. And with 8:14 left to play first quarter, the Jackets lead it 14-0. We'll step away. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
This is high school football.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there, and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
30 seconds.
We'll find something else. We'll stay out of that.
In today's challenging economy, having a college education is a must. Northland Pioneer College is here to help you prepare for your future. NPC is committed to providing you with the highest quality education with the lowest tuition cost in the state. We offer a variety of advanced learning classes to prepare you for a transfer or associate's degree, personal interest education, or earning your GED.
Contact an academic advisor for more information. Go online at npc.edu.
Well, so far the Yellow Jackets have amassed 47 yards of total offense and have scored 2 touchdowns.
On 2 plays.
On 2 plays. And we've had probably 10 penalty flags thrown.
Right.
Offsides, kicking team. 5 yards, re-kick.
So Blue Ridge a little eager on their start off the kickoff. They'll be penalized and put back another 5 yards and have to do it again.
Jackets were offside on the kickoff, moving back 5 yards, and a kick from the 35. Back to receive, number 26, Tristan Nez, and number 7, name is unknown.
Jackets set for the Northland Pioneer College kickoff again. And the MPC kickoff's going to be fielded at the 16-yard line, take it to the 20, 22-yard line, and we're spun down from behind. And that's not.
Jimmy Benton comes up to clean up, but I got to say, number 57, David Hernandez, doing a great job of chasing down the receiver after he catches that kick. So the combo of those two guys just doing outstanding work.
I don't know if it's. I think it may be Natish Chase, but actually we don't have a number 7. But that's the only player. Well, maybe they. I don't know. I'm not sure if that is Chase or not. New quarterback in for Window Rock. He's going to tuck and run after he gets into trouble. Joey Begay going to be hit at about the line of scrimmage. Adam Henderson on the tackle for the Yellow Jackets.
Abe Brazil as well, number 54, doing a good job staying home from that outside linebacker position.
And coming up, Gimpy that time is Begay, Joey Begay.
He's tapping out. You can see him tapping out. He's going to come off now. He took a good hit from a couple of guys on that scramble.
Back in comes Tyrell Boyd, and he empties the back. No, excuse me, he's under center. Single back behind him. They give to that back, and he goes off guard right side. Has a couple yards. Shawnee Sam with a pair that time.
Third down and 8 yards.
So we just talked about the Blue Ridge defense looking really good tonight, scoring on their 2 offensive plays, but the defense has just been doing an outstanding job as well. This really is the first time Window Rock has moved the ball past their line of scrimmage, starting line of scrimmage.
And in motion towards the formation. The snap goes over Boyd's head, and he's trying to fall on it. It's going to be a Yellow Jacket that falls on it, though, as Boyd just got knocked off the ball that time. Not sure who came up with it.
I think that's either Daniel Sadatna or maybe Raul Norris. Somebody real tall anyway, with quick feet, able to get back and beat the quarterback to the loose ball, basically. Doing a great job of just beating him, not only to the ball, but using his body to block the quarterback from even having a chance to get to the football.
This will be the 3rd short field of the night for Blue Ridge as they set up this time inside the 10. 1st and goal from the 9. And we get another penalty marker.
Yeah, they're going to call motion, I think, on Blue Ridge. Or maybe the offensive line again, just too explosive, too quick off.
Dead ball. False start. Left guard. 5 yards. First down.
There you go. And again, that's, Coach London, I hate to keep going back to it, he coaches that. He wants to be quick off the line of scrimmage. So even though they're getting penalties here, at the same time, those are corrections that you can make later in a football game.
Hand it off to Benton. Benton down to back to the 10-yard line. Couple on the carry. 6:16 left to play first quarter. Jackets lead 14-0. This is Show Low Ford's presentation of high school football on the best stations on the mountain for sports, iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com. And I'm not sure why we keep losing our sound effects, Mike, but keeps cutting out on us, I think.
Benton good blocking.
With a lot of room. He's going to score. Ball comes loose, though.
They're going to say that
judge from the far side says it was the ground that caused the fumble, and it's a touchdown.
Good blocking out on that perimeter. That's a pitch sweep, and a good cut by Benton to cut up inside to take advantage of those blocks. But you can see there, they just make a great wall. Can't pick up the numbers of who did the blocking for Blue Ridge, but a great job by a couple of guys on that play to set Benton free into the end zone.
Jackets set to try the point after try. Snap's good, kick is plenty long enough, and it's right down the middle. Yellow Jackets with 5:50 remaining, first quarter up 21-0. A step away. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center is a proud supporter of high school sports. Many of our local sports players were born at the hospital, where Summit Obstetrics offers comfortable individual rooms for mom and baby. In case of a sports injury, the hospital ER is always staffed and prepared to take on the most serious injuries, and Summit features an advanced diagnostics department with state-of-the-art equipment. The Summit Healthcare orthopedic and therapy teams can help sports players overcome injuries and return to the game. Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center wishes all players a successful and healthy season this year.
Welcome back. Time for the Northland Pioneer College kickoff, and set to kick it away here.
Man, that's a hit there. Holy smokes.
Demetrius Begay.
Well, it was a low kick, and Begay, credit him, great hands catching that hard kick. But Jimmy Benton on a tightrope. Watch him come lasering in here and just perfect tackle. Perfect. You can't coach a better tackle than that. Great job by Jimmy Benton.
4 plays, 3 scores tonight for the Yellow Jackets. They lead 21-0. I don't think they could have come out any sharper offensively tonight. Defensively, they've been fairly sharp as well, forcing 3 short fields for their offense. Tyrell Boyd to throw, and it's a little over the outstretched hands of his intended receiver.
Adrian
Dista.
They send Adam Henderson, Blue Ridge does, on a blitz there. Good job by him getting cleanly through the line of scrimmage, putting early pressure on the quarterback. Quarterback steps up and was able to get the throw off, but receiver just not able to gather it up. So good defensive pressure early by the Yellow Jackets there defensively.
Wide receiver here tonight, near side of the formation with a trip set on the far side, and a slot lined up on the end of the line. It looks like he's covered up. Boyd to throw, throws it across the middle, and nobody's there. And the receivers turn around and shrug their shoulders back at Boyd like he didn't throw it in the right place. But
well, I think part of that might have been Boyd just feeling the pressure again. Good defensive front rush by the Yellow Jackets. They also send a linebacker to the Jackets, so that pressure, quarterback is getting to a point now where he's looking for receivers fairly quickly.
Couple receivers to the left, couple to the right. Boyd in the gun. We'll check in with Keegan Bjorn here right after this play. As Boyd throws near side, and it's incomplete. Let's go downstairs and check in with Keegan Bjorn. Keegan?
Hey, thanks, Camden. Got a little bit of an injury update. One of the Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets main players, Colton Penrod, just found out he's actually only going to be out about a week. So just missing this game, and taking his place is actually Adam Henderson, and Henderson doing a great job. His presence is being felt tonight.
Thanks a lot, Keegan. Of course, Henderson, a Blue Ridge wrestling standout, 2-time state champion here at Blue Ridge High School.
Well, and he also comes in at 205, 6 foot 205, so Blue Ridge is not, as good as Colton Penrod is, and he is one of the defensive standouts, you're not losing much when you throw Henderson out there on the field.
Dead ball, false start, number 84 of the offense, 5 yards, replay 4th down.
21-0. Jackets with the lead after the penalty. It's going to be the Scouts looking to punt here. A line drive punt that bounces inside the 35. Turning it back upfield. That's Kisei. Kisei breaks out of a tackle. He took a pretty good shot, but got away from it, and on second effort gets all the way to the 48-yard line.
That is a great job by Kisei staying on his feet, but Tyler Kanuo, number 30 for Window Rock, coming in to clean up and just does an outstanding job of bringing Kisei down.
You can see Kisei right here finally getting spun down after the big hit. Now they punt. Cooley teaches you in junior high football, you got to wrap up.
That's right.
Got to wrap up to take him to the ground.
Well, we're seeing some good hitting on both sides of the field so far in this game.
Trip set to the left. Quick throw left side, wide receiver screen. It's Enfield. Enfield has about 9 yards on first down. Gets across the midfield stripe into Scout territory, knocked down at the 46. Call it the 44-yard line. Adrian Destia on the tackle for the Scouts.
For that play to work out with that little bubble screen pass out to the wideout, you got to have a good block from the slot guy, and in this case that was Dominic Hoffmeyer doing a great job of standing up that corner, allowing Corey Enfield some room to get a gain there. Nice gain.
Second down and 2. Quick pass here near side. That's Hoffmeyer. Hoffmeyer slips the tackle and has a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down as he gets across the 35-yard line. He'll be marked down at the 31.
And again, those quick outs with good blocking from the other receivers for the Jackets, allowing the runner, Hoffmeyer again in this case, finding space, and that's because he's getting good blocking at the line of scrimmage from his fellow receivers.
P.J. London 2 for 2 on the night. And you like to see them get him started with those quick short passes. They hand to Esparza. Slips a tackle at the line of scrimmage. And Kainua is going to take him down for the Scouts. Just shy of the 25-yard line. They'll mark it at the 26.
Along with number 56 for the Scouts. Doing a good job. I don't have him on the roster. Aaron Begay.
Second down and 6 from the 26. London has the ball skip out of his hands, and he's going to fall on it. And it came out of his hands as he tried to fall on it. And number 72 for the Scouts comes up with it. Big time turnover for Window Rock. And here's the replay here. See if we can see what happens as London just...
You could see him go down, but he just did not fall correctly on the ball.
I didn't think
left
it was...
it out on his back hip.
The snap was a little high, but it should have been manageable.
Yeah, it looked like he may not have been expecting it that quick. He certainly wasn't in possession to catch it. It was a good snap, as you say.
I want to give credit to number 72, but I don't see him on our lineup tonight either. Boyd to throw across the middle, and that's going to be a pass interference.
Well, Adam Henderson had the assignment right. He picked up the receiver coming across the middle, but unfortunately a little too handsy. They're going to call him for pass interference here. And we're looking right now, Camden, with the Window Rock Scouts as a result of that turnover on the fumble, and now with this penalty, this is by far the best field position
pass
they've
interference.
had all
Number
game.
6, the defense.
It's going to actually put
15-yard
them.
penalty from the previous spot, first down.
It's going to put them in Blue Ridge territory for the first time tonight.
Well, 3:52 left to play first quarter. Jackets up 21-0. But the Scouts, as you mentioned, with excellent field position here, looking to put some points, and they get a touchdown here. It changes the complexity of this game, but they're going to throw a pick. Boyd throws it right to Corey Enfield, who's just standing there playing center field, and Enfield takes it back to the 40-yard line, and the Jackets get it right back.
Well, again, the intended receiver, one of the taller guys out there for Window Rock, Tristan Nez, number 26, was going toward the middle, but that quarterback's just throwing way too early, and I think it's because he's feeling pressure.
Well, he
you can
dropped
see
the
him,
ball.
The receiver, you know, he's trying to loft it out to the receiver and really throws it right to Corey. So either he didn't see Enfield back in that safety position, or he's getting a little gun shy, throwing too early to his receivers.
I think he, as soon as he dropped, as soon as he fumbled that snap, he felt like he didn't have any time left, which he actually did. Another bad snap here. London can't hang on to it. It's going to be scooped up by Window Rock, and Window Rock is going to have even better field position.
And then those are just
Demetrius Begay on the fumble recovery.
We'll see if we can get a replay on that snap. Again, it looked like a clean snap to me. He's just stepping back early, moving out early, and just not getting his hands on it. More importantly, he's not falling on the ball, and 2 quick turnovers for Window Rock, putting him in really, really good field position now.
Window Rock sets up with Boyd in the gun, single back flanking him to his right. And they fumble. Boyd's going to fall in it all the way back at the 32-yard line. Let's go downstairs and check in with Keegan Bjorn. Keegan?
Hey, we have an injury, it looks like Daniel Saldana, and he actually is tending to his knee right now, up and walking around though, but hopefully we see him back in the game.
All right, thanks, Keegan. And so the turnovers and the bad snaps and the fumbled snaps.
That one was definitely a bad snap.
Yeah.
For the Window Rock Scouts. The ones we saw from Blue Ridge, to me, looked like good, clean snaps.
That last one to PJ maybe was offline to the right a little. I mean, they're not
Well, he's
perfect.
close, too. I noticed how close he was.
Yeah.
And there's a little bit of zip on that ball. That's kind of a close shotgun position for him.
Boyd in the gun. Empties the backfield with 5 receivers. Looks to his right, now down the middle, throws across the middle. It is caught at the 27, and taking it to the 23-yard line is Shawnee Sam.
And that's a crossing route by Sam underneath the linebacker. Abe Brazil is there on coverage, but not until after Sam's able to gather up the pass and turns it upfield for a little bit of gain after the catch. That's got to be one of the biggest gains we've seen tonight from the Window Rock Scouts.
Wide receiver here to the near side of the set. 2 receivers wide to the right, in the gun. Boyd fakes the handoff, hit right as he tries to get ahead, and he loses the handle on it. The Yellow Jackets look like they've fallen on it.
That's a lot of pressure on that quarterback after the fake. You talked about the fake handoff, and he keeps it. And as soon as he does try to step up, you'll see here, he's just swarmed on by the defenders. A good job by the front line for Blue Ridge, the front defensive line. A couple of Yellow Jackets jump on it, I thought.
Raul Norris.
No, they're going to say it's Window Rock ball.
Raul Norris was the one that got him, and that turns into positive yardage for Window Rock. Norris was holding his hands. He had his hands out, and the ball just came forward. And so a big break for Window Rock here, but they face a 4th down and 14 now. And Kanoa on the reception, but it's going to be shy of a 1st down, and the Jackets will take over on downs at the 12-yard line, up 21-0.
And again, Window Rock, what they're doing is sending those wideouts deep to move the safeties and corners back and trying to throw underneath. They complete again, getting 2 complete passes in a row, and really their biggest possession yet, the Scouts, in terms of their offense and offensive production. But credit that Blue Ridge defense, they know where to stop them short of the 1st down and get the ball over on down. So good defensive effort by the Yellow Jackets.
2 minutes, 14 seconds left to play here in the 1st quarter. Jackets up 21-0. Their worst starting field position, and they give to Esparza. Esparza gets out of a tackle, tries to get around the edge, but the Scouts are there. Number 64 makes the stop for Window Rock, and that's a big tackle for them. That's probably the best defensive play we've seen tonight
Well, we saw early in the first couple of possessions, especially by the Yellow Jackets, where they were just winning heavily at the line of scrimmage. On this play, you can see Window Rock doing a good job of filling gaps. Nice spin move by 72 to fill that gap.
Maximus Sheka on the tackle. They give to Benton here, and Benton is going to be tackled by number 72.
On the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Wide receiver to the far side of the set. Slot right. Split backs in the backfield, and P.J. London throw over the middle. Has a man. It's Breaker. Midfield 40, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown. 82 yards on the score, but hold the phones. We got a penalty marker thrown at the line of scrimmage.
And they're going to call holding here.
As the Jackets celebrate another touchdown. Look at this great pass, though.
Yeah, that's just superb play there. Great eyes.
We have an ineligible receiver downfield during a forward pass, number 71. It's a 5-yard penalty. Replay 3rd down.
Wow, that's a tough call for the freshman quarterback, P.J. London, who just made his best play of the night right there.
Well, they will get called back, but what's encouraging is exactly what you just said, Camden. That's a freshman back there. Not only to find the receiver, the open receiver, he's reading those safeties that time with his receiver cutting right down the middle, but then to put that touch on that ball and allow his receiver to run underneath, that's just outstanding for a freshman.
That was a pretty ball. That was a pretty ball. No doubt about that. Well, they take the points off and mark off the penalty, so now the Jackets will be marked back at their 14-yard line. 3rd and 8. 3rd and 8 here for the Jackets. Big 3rd down play. And the pass is caught here. Saldano on the reception.
Let's go!
Well, whatever was ailing him earlier, he's obviously been able to work through that. That's a good job by a big fella to go up and make a catch and then spin around and get some yards after the catch. Nice cut.
Nice cut back to the near side. Wide receiver to the far side of the set here after the Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down for Blue Ridge. B.J. London under center with a single back behind him. Slot to the left side. London dropping back to pass. Looks right side. Throws. It's caught by Hoffmeyer. Hoffmeyer slips the tackle. Heads up the middle of the field. And it'll be upended at the 40-yard line. Knocked down inside the 40 at the 38.
That's a good read by P.J. London. Well, he puts zip on the ball, but also Window Rock bringing everything and the kitchen sink on that. All the linebackers coming along with the defensive front, and he reads it and just hits his crossing receiver right in front of the defender there. Just great execution offensively by the Yellow Jackets.
Well, nice job by Dominic Hoffmeyer as well, as he had to stop for that one. Came back for it. It was thrown a little behind him, and he was able to come back for it and make the reception. Well, the Jackets looking sharp offensively.
Looking really good. You know, after I saw the score from last week's game and how we saw them play last year, I was wondering, if they had the personnel and were maybe changing the offense maybe a little bit, but they're just doing outstanding work. The line looks really sharp, considering what they're having to work with this year. It's not a veteran line by any stretch. There are some veterans on that offensive line, but they just look really, really sharp. And the penalties we've seen them have are penalties. I think Coach London's he doesn't like penalties. No coach does. But when you see your offensive line trying to anticipate the snap and blow off the line of scrimmage like that, it's got to leave him feeling pretty good, I think.
Well, we're seeing players hustle to the line of scrimmage, and just a lot of good positives here tonight for the Jackets. And I'm showing second quarter here.
Nice job by Esparza hanging on to the football. They're trying to strip him. As they're stripping him, he keeps those feet moving and spins out. Just a great piece of running there by Esparza.
Holding, number 75, the offense. 10 yards, first down.
So they will call
right at the line.
Kevin Trujillo for the hold. But again, getting back to that run by Esparza, pretty impressive for him to just keep fighting, keep those feet moving. Even while the defenders are trying to strip him, he's spinning out, getting a good gain. So great effort by Esparza on that run, even though it doesn't go for anything.
7 penalties tonight on the Yellow Jackets. And a 1st and 21. Yellow Jackets at the Scout 48. Give it to Hoffmeyer. Hoffmeyer lowers the shoulder and knocks over a defensive back as he gets back to about the original line of scrimmage across the 40 at the 37.
Well, they do a great pitch counter execution there. You can see the counter play by Hoffmeyer. Good hit here defensively to stop him.
Good blocking downfield that time. Wide receiver to the far side of the set. London turning back and checking with his tailback back there. His backs are split offset to the right. There you go. They play action, a counter, then throw across the middle. It's caught by Hoffmeyer at the 12, and he's in for the score.
That's a great job by P.J. London escaping what looked to be close to a tackle. And then he gathers himself, looks downfield, finds the open man right in the middle of the field and just hits him with a nice pass. Good offensive execution all the way around there by the Yellow Jackets.
I gotta tell you, I cannot get over how good P.J. London's throwing the football tonight.
Yeah, he's got that naked rollout, and he looks downfield. You can see the release just in stride, hits his receiver, good catch. Again, good overall, all-around execution offensively by the Yellow Jackets.
Jackets on to try the point after try.
Nathan Howlett lines up for a point after.
Nathan Howlett on to try the point after try. He's up.
28-0.
Oh yeah, kick is up and it is good, and the Jackets lead 28-0 with 11:02 left to play here in the second quarter. We'll step away. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Need hats, shirts, or jackets embroidered with your logo? Get custom embroidered products from Little Bluebird Studios. That's right, the company that does the best job screen printing t-shirts and hoodies now offers embroidery. Little Bluebird Studios is a local company with skilled designers that care about your company's image and brand. Call Little Bluebird Studios today, 928-351-7942, or online at littlebluebird.org. Little Bluebird Studios, the company that cares.
Guys, got 30 seconds left.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Well, we welcome you back to Blue Ridge High School, where the Jackets are up 28-0. Opening paragraph of the second quarter. Deep kick here. Filled him at the 5, out to the 10, 15. Far sideline to the 20, 25. And the Jackets will stop the return man there, and that is Jason Yazzie on the return.
And a bunch of Jackets in on that stop. Noah Sanchez, number 21, one of them among others.
Couple receivers out wide to the left for the Scouts. Single receiver to the right side as Tyrell Boyd stands in the gun. On first down, throws a little high across the middle this time, intended for Adrian Destia, and his pass is just too high for Destia.
And again, they seem to want to keep going back to the middle, do the Scouts on that passing attack. At least that's where most of their passes have gone so far. So these Blue Ridge linebackers have really got their work cut out for them tonight on the passing defense. But so far, doing a pretty good job.
Looked like they were going to have two receivers to the left, but you see that receiver running across that formation to get out wide to the left side of the formation. So two receivers left, single receiver to the right. And the handoff is going to be stacked up in the backfield here, and the Jackets are going to stop this one for a loss.
And again, just good job defensively. You can see number 63 for Blue Ridge, Alejandro Fausto, coming up. He's going to have to come off with his helmet coming off. But that's just great defensive rush by the Jackets, really giving no lanes for those runners to get through.
Third down and 12. Third and 13, call it. Ball at the 24-yard line. Tyrell Boyd again. Oh, Joey Begay in at quarterback. Joey Begay is going to take the snap here. He throws across the middle, and it's incomplete. Intended for Kanua.
Kanua is one big boy coming across the middle there. You can see the safeties trying to decide, do I go up and try to lay him out or wait to see if he catches the ball? But that pass just a little too high. That would have made for an interesting collision had he caught that ball.
Yeah, Kanua.
He is a big, big kid.
Kanua looks like a fullback coming out there running across the middle like he's a wide receiver. He's a tough player to take down if they can get the ball to him. Nice spiral punt here, but it's low and not a lot of hang time. Kisei fakes like he's going to go right, then goes left. Couple of big blocks. And we got big return by the Jackets.
Oh, man.
And a real
Chase Esparza just laid out on a second block. That's that picket fence that Blue Ridge likes to run, and I don't know, you can see it coming up right here, right there at the top, right edge of your screen. So good blocking, good execution by Blue Ridge to get a good punt return for Kisei there. Put them in outstanding field position, again inside the 20-yard line of Window Rock to start their drive.
Well, we had some conversation off mic about the crackback block that has been deemed illegal. And but that you could see in that replay there that Esparza, he had 10 yards. And Benton is going to race down inside the 10 here.
Nice cut by Benton. He's got some speed, man. He gets outside, he sees those gaps, and he cuts into them quickly. He ends up losing the ball right at the 10, it looks like, or I'm sorry, the 5, but that they're going to say the ground calls the fumble right there. But those are good cuts, good foot speed as well by Benton. It's giving those outside linebackers fits tonight from the Window Rock team.
At the 5-yard line, P.J. London brings his team with a tight end lining up on the right side of the formation. And a full house backfield now. Give to Benton. Benton inside the 5, knocked down at the 3. Jackets up 28-0 with 9:14 left to play here in the second.
And on that play, we saw some good defensive play from the linebackers, inside linebackers coming inside out to make that tackle on Benton, trying to go off tackle.
London back under center on 2nd and goal from the 4. Sparza left side, and he's in for the score.
That's just a foot race to the outside, and Esparza that time with his quickness able to beat the defenders to the corner. So Blue Ridge puts up their 5th touchdown here in the first half. Offensively, just doing an outstanding job tonight.
Well, I think there was a lot of folks that watched that Page game or looked at the Page score and said, hey, Window Rock's got a real shot here tonight at beating Blue Ridge, but the Jackets have erased any notion of that.
Well, we talked about the keys for these guys have good execution. I mean, we've seen penalties, quite a few penalties, which is one part of their execution.
And they're going to try to go for 2 here, and they get it. Hallett takes it around the left side, and he's able to score the 2-point conversion. We'll step away. 8:45 left to play here in the second quarter. The Yellow Jackets lead it 36-0. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football. And
Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center is a proud supporter of high school sports. Many of our local sports players were born at the hospital, where Summit Obstetrics offers comfortable individual rooms for mom and baby. In case of a sports injury, the hospital ER is always staffed and prepared to take on the most serious injuries, and Summit features an advanced diagnostics department with state-of-the-art equipment. The Summit Healthcare orthopedic and therapy teams can help sports players overcome injuries and return to the game. Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center wishes all players a successful and healthy season this year.
well, we welcome you back to Blue Ridge High School as Hallett puts foot into it. And the Northland Pioneer College kickoff is returnable at the 5, 10, 15, 20. Yazzie fumbles at the 22.
Ball's loose. They're going to say the Scouts keep it.
And with a scoring update, let's go downstairs and check in with Keegan Bjorn. Keegan?
Hey guys, so I got a scoring update for the Snowflake Chin-Lee game. At the end of the first quarter, it was Snowflake 14, Chin-Lee 6. So you got a pretty good game there.
All right, thanks, Keegan. That's we thought this game was going to be the close one, but Snowflake appears to be the place we should just pack up and move over there. Think we could get there in time, Punt?
Halftime?
Yeah.
I know Keegan could get there real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Couple receivers wide to the near side, single receiver to the left. Under center.
Oh, a fumble on the snap.
I think it's Begay at quarterback. We'll check it for you here.
Well, he does not get the, number 13 is the quarterback. He drops the snap, but able to quickly fall on it. So
Joey Begay and Tyrell Boyd have been swapping back and forth.
Well, they just swapped again.
Boyd back in, and 2 receivers out wide to the left on 2nd down and 12 from the 20-yard line of Window Rock. Wide receiver to the right. Looking to throw. Boyd throws it across the middle. It's picked up by Benton. Benton brings it back to the 20-yard line, and a penalty marker flies, and
That's coming from the sideline toward the side that Benton was running to. So I don't know if we'll see here maybe a clip. Yeah, I think they're going to call number 57 for Blue Ridge with a clip.
Exactly where the
After the interception, blocking the back, number 57 of the intercepting team. It's a 10-yard penalty, first down.
Well, Blue Ridge defense again getting a turnover there early in the possession for the Window Rock Scouts. So this defense for Blue Ridge, after having, I think, what was it, 40 points put up on them last week, they're just doing an outstanding job tonight.
So 7 minutes, 55 seconds left to play here before halftime. The Yellow Jackets up 36-0. And Hoffmeyer dots the I and gets the handoff after the fullback. He bounces it off to the right side as Demetrius Begay wraps him up at the line of scrimmage, but second effort gives Hoffmeyer a couple here.
That's good effort by Begay, just reading the blocks up front and able to slide down that line of scrimmage and make a good tackle on Hoffmeyer before he could turn upfield. Regardless, Blue Ridge will still get about a 3-yard gain off of that run.
London under center from the Scout 27-yard line. 2nd and 7, give to Esparza. Esparza lowers his shoulder and fights his way out.
Well, you like to see runners that run downfield, and Esparza definitely had the lean going there, just too much of a lean. I don't think he was even touched. It maybe tripped a little bit at the line of scrimmage, but you know, he just had really no one in front of him, ends up falling forward. Still a good gain, though, leaving Blue Ridge with 3rd and short here, 3rd and about 3.
Wide receiver lining up here to the near side. London on 3rd and 3 at the Scout 22-yard line. 2-step drop. Now he steps back, flushed, in trouble, comes back the other way, slips a tackle. Almost got hit by his own player. Now trying to step up, throws, and has a man caught at the 15. Oh, brother. I mean, PJ's got a cannon.
Well, more importantly for a freshman, he's calm back there. I mean, he's getting chased, obviously. He's getting some good blocking, too. Credit that line. You can see Hoffmeyer come in to try to help out here. Esparza helping out. But for him to just keep himself poised back there, gather himself here, and just throw a dart down the sideline. Just great work by the freshman quarterback.
And the receiver coming back to make the play, the diving catch to boot. That's Tanner McCullough, the 6-foot, 180-pound junior who bails out his quarterback here as they pick up a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down. Man in motion towards the formation is Sanchez. He crosses the formation over to the right side.
And London making sure his receivers are in the right spot.
Hand it off. Hoffmeyer bounces it outside. 10-5. Touchdown. Dominic Hoffmeyer. And we get a penalty marker thrown in the backfield.
They're going to.
Holding, number 23 of the offense. 10-yard penalty. Replay first down.
Hey, Whitecap, do you want to go back? I bet you do want to go back.
Here, let's see if we can see the hold here.
I think it's number 66 who they end up calling it on.
Wipes some more points off the board here. So Barry Careford Window Rock. And if Window Rock can keep the Jackets out of the end zone here and put a score up before halftime, this ball game changes just a little bit. Becomes a little bit more manageable for the Scouts. They're going to motion Hoffmeyer out of the backfield, and then they throw that bubble screen, but it's going to be incomplete. Corey Enfield said, I had my hands underneath it.
Tried to negotiate with the line judge there, but that's exactly what they're calling a bounce off. And that's going to be PJ's first incomplete pass of the night.
See it here, and he
looked
caught
to me
it.
like he caught it.
He caught that one without a doubt. That was a blown call. So a break, another break for Window Rock here. Wide receiver to the left side, single receiver to the right. Two men split behind London, handed off left side. And looking for room as Hoffmeyer gets around the edge, cuts around another tackler, gets inside the 10. And Demetrius Begay finally trips him up at the 6.
And look at all those purple jerseys downfield with the running back. That's something we didn't see a lot of as much last year with this Blue Ridge team as we're seeing tonight with this offensive line and these backs. They're just doing a great job of, look at all those purple jerseys downfield. Giving Hoffmeyer some choices here of where to cut. So just a good job, good piece of running as well by Hoffmeyer to get outside and turn upfield for that good gain.
4 minutes, 42 seconds left to play first half, 36-0. There's the score, and Benton takes it straight up the middle and bulls his way down to the 1.
That's a good tackle defensively, but also that's 52 for Demetrius Begay, the inside linebacker, but credit Benton too, just keeping those feet moving. Lays him out backwards.
First down, a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down inside the 2-yard line, or at the 2-yard line. First and goal. And P.J. London sneaks it across for the score.
That's just good line surge inside by the Yellow Jacket front line. All PJ's doing is just stepping into the wake of those big linemen, forging ahead forward, plowing their way into the end zone.
A 2-yard carry for P.J. London. On to try the point after try is Hallett, a 5'8", 156-pound junior, who ran it for a 2-point conversion in his last attempt. He kicks this one through without any problems, and it's 43-0, Blue Ridge over Window Rock. With 4:11 remaining halftime, this is Show Low Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Need hats, shirts, or jackets embroidered with your logo? Get custom embroidered products from Little Bluebird Studios. That's right, the company that does the best job screen printing t-shirts and hoodies now offers embroidery. Little Bluebird Studios is a local company with skilled designers that care about your company's image and brand. Call Little Bluebird Studios today, 928-351-7942, or online at littlebluebird.org. Little Bluebird Studios, the company that cares. When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Northland Pioneer College kickoff. And Tristan Nez fumbles it at the 18, and he picks it up and brings it back to the 25-yard line. Ball's loose. The officials say he was down. The Scouts will have it there as McCullough makes the tackle. And you're listening to Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 KNKI Pinetop, a Kopaniki communication station.
Well, this is a place with 4 minutes left here in the first half where Window Rock down now 43-0. If there's any way they can put points up on the board before halftime, that's got to be important for them, not only to stay in this game, but hopefully try to provide some momentum.
And another fresh face in for the Scouts. This is a new quarterback. That looks like Adrian Destia stands in the gun. And now a player comes on late for Window Rock, and we get a timeout called. Window Rock will take it with them with 4:04 left to play before half. Jackets lead 43-0. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk 106.7.
Want to save money on your next vehicle? Then go to the place with the lowest price guaranteed. Sholo Ford guarantees the lowest price on any new Ford in the state of Arizona. Plus, every new Ford gas engine vehicle comes with a lifetime engine warranty. Thought you could get a better deal in Phoenix? Think again. The absolute best deal in the state of Arizona is at Sholo Ford, the #1 Ford dealer in northern Arizona, and soon to be #1 in the state of Arizona. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce.
Welcome back. Yellow Jackets up 43-0. I want to say hello to Ron Everingham and Mickey McGavick tonight, watching the game live online at iTalk1067.com. Winter Rock Scouts after the timeout have a handoff, and it's given to Sam, and Sam tries to go around the right side this time, and he's going to be hit immediately.
Tyson Savage, number 68, defensive end, standing right there to greet the runner as soon as he gets the handoff. Just great job by Savage.
Let's go downstairs and check in with Keegan Bjorn. Keegan?
Hey guys, just heard from a reliable source, PJ London having a great game at quarterback, but actually, from what it sounded like, they were going to start Jimmy Benton at quarterback. So that was just some information I thought was interesting that you guys would like to know.
All right, thanks, Keegan. And the Scouts not afraid to change their quarterbacks either. And in trouble in the backfield here. And that's Destia, the new quarterback, who does a good job of picking his way through traffic. And that's the first positive yardage they've had tonight rushing the football, and it was because of Destia's quick moves.
Well, and a good tackle as well. But look at number 57 here. Outside linebacker comes in and makes an outstanding tackle right there. Good hit. That's David Hernandez, number 57.
Trip set to the right side of the formation, single receiver to the left. And Joey Begay back in at quarterback, low snap. He picks it up off the turf, throws it across the middle, and it is caught by Nez. And that's good for a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down, or pretty close to. But depending on the spot, looks like he's going to be a yard shy.
Nez doing a good job of driving that safety back deep. Corey Enfield on the coverage, and then does a little hook route. Good timing pass as well to get him the ball.
I think Begay may be a shortstop. Picking that ball up on a short hop back there. Fourth down and 1. Scouts trailing 43-0. Kanua's in.
Fumbled snap. He wasn't expecting it. Yeah, the ridge ball. The quarterback was not expecting that snap. You can see in the replay if we have it. Just no exchange. Watch the exchange here between quarterback and center. He was not expecting the snap to come. And there's the loose ball. Blue Ridge able to jump on it inside. Tyson Savage, 68, doing a good job of cleaning up the loose ball there for the Yellow Jackets.
Well, a minute 42 left to play in the half, and the Yellow Jackets, who lead it 43-0, have the football back on another turnover. And that has really been one of the big storylines tonight for the Scouts. They have given up turnover after turnover here tonight, and that one was a pretty big one. Give to Benton. Benton across the 35. Gets the nose of the football out to the 30-yard line as Demetrius Begay hangs on to bring him down after a gain of about 8.
And again, good blocking on that left side of the offensive line for Blue Ridge. A good cut, quick cut by Benton. But the only way he can really find space to make a gain like that is to have good blocking at the line of scrimmage. So just good execution by that offensive line for Blue Ridge.
Single receiver to the left. Tight end right with a slot right, handed off to Esparza off the right side, and he's going to have the Mountain Mobile Autoglass first down as he's tripped up at the 20.
You could drive the ITOC van through that hole. That was a big hole there for Esparza.
Adrian Destia has to come up from his corner position to make the stop. So the Yellow Jackets showing some promise here tonight, taking care of business. We'll look forward to getting a snowflake score at halftime from our sideline reporter. And actually, we'll get an update from Keegan Bjorn here in just a second. As P.J. London takes the snap, hands to the fullback, first man through. That's Henderson, slips the tackle at the 5, and he scores from 20 yards out. Well, that's that state wrestling coming into play right there.
Well, and some strong legs. Henderson, he's met at the line of scrimmage, but just keeps powering through a couple of straight arms, gets him into the end zone. Just a quick hitting play, as you can see here at the line of scrimmage. Good stiff arm right there. That's a big boy with some strong legs fighting his way into the end zone for the Yellow Jackets.
Halton set to check. That's the snap. There's the kick. It's up and it's good. Yellow Jackets with 19 seconds remaining before halftime lead at 50-0. Let's go downstairs and get a scoring update from Keegan Bjorn. Keegan?
Hey, Camden, we got another scoring update at halftime. Looks like it is 28-6. Snowflake on top, so it looks like Snowflake's figuring some stuff out.
So Snowflake playing the Wildcats tonight, the Chinle Wildcats. And they had a bit of a slow start. What was the first score you had, Keegan?
14-6 after the first quarter.
So finally starting to pull away from the Wildcats there, but not near the success that the Jackets are having here against Window Rock. They lead it 50-0 after a 20-yard carry by Adam Henderson to give the Jackets the century mark, and that ought to, at what we get a running clock. We have to be second half before we get a running clock.
Right.
And so, not sure if we're having audio issues. We just got word from the truck that we might be running into some audio issues. Not sure if that's the case. We'll see if we can figure that out for you. But time now for our Northern Pioneer College kickoff, brought to you by Northern Pioneer College. The lowest tuition in the state of Arizona. You can find it at NPC. Hallett to kick. Puts a line drive or a grounder kick across the ground. It's going to be picked up at the 27 by Begay, and Demetrius takes it around the left side and will get knocked down just shy of the 20.
Well, with just 15 seconds left here in the half, the first half, we really haven't seen Window Rock put together much of an offensive drive all night. Blue Ridge certainly in a situation here where they're just going to play deep. not let them get away with any easy plays.
Well, the church here at Blue Ridge High School has new facilities in the old elementary room. They've redone the gymnasium for their worship area, and on the big screen tonight, punt, Ron Everingham and Blake Murchison along with Mickey McGavick have got our broadcast running up on the big screens there. So if you want a place to watch the game, you can go over there to the church.
I know where I'm going after halftime.
I don't think you're allowed to do that.
Oh, all right.
Let's go downstairs and check in with Keegan Bjorn. Keegan?
Hey, Coach. Really great execution that first half offensively. What are you going to do to kind of eliminate the penalties? What are you going to tell your team?
Well, I mean, we're a work in progress, and that's one of the issues we had last week. We're really playing a lot of inexperienced guys, so I like the enthusiasm. We do have to clean it up a lot, and we just keep coaching them.
All right, thank you, Coach. Thank you.
All right, thanks, Keegan. It's Coach London. Very thankful for his interview here at intermission. Jackets up 50-0. Our Sunrise Park Resort halftime show is coming up next. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
I got this. Don't take time out of your busy day. Let Mountain Mobile Auto Glass come to you. All our technicians are certified by the National Auto Glass Safety Council. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass will give you $50 cash, free movie passes, and free dinner.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Show Low and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center is a proud supporter of high school sports. Many of our local sports players were born at the hospital, where Summit Obstetrics offers comfortable individual rooms for mom and baby. In case of a sports injury, the hospital ER is always staffed and prepared to take on the most serious injuries, and Summit features an advanced diagnostics department with state-of-the-art equipment. The Summit Healthcare orthopedic and therapy teams can help sports players overcome injuries and return to the game. Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center wishes all players a successful and healthy season this year.
Need hats, shirts, or jackets embroidered with your logo? Get custom embroidered products from Little Bluebird Studios. That's right, the company that does the best job screen printing t-shirts and hoodies now offers embroidery. Little Bluebird Studios is a local company with skilled designers that care about your company's image and brand. Call Little Bluebird Studios today, 928-351-7942, or online at littlebluebird.org. Little Bluebird Studios, the company that cares.
60 seconds after this. You should be playing a commercial.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Want to save money on your next vehicle? Then go to the place with the lowest price guaranteed. Sholo Ford guarantees the lowest price on any new Ford in the state of Arizona. Plus, every new Ford gas engine vehicle comes with a lifetime engine warranty. Thought you could get a better deal in Phoenix? Think again. The absolute best deal in the state of Arizona is at Sholo Ford, the #1 Ford dealer in northern Arizona, and soon to be #1 in the state of Arizona. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce.
We welcome you back to Blue Ridge High School. It is halftime time now for the Sunrise Park Resort halftime show. Don't forget, still time to enjoy the summer activities up there. If you love downhill mountain biking or Zip lining, they've got the coolest zip line in the state of Arizona. It is the longest zip line in the state of Arizona. Lots of high adventure stuff going on up there. Rock climbing wall, just a lot of fun. Check it out at sunriseskipark.com. That's sunriseskipark.com. Still time to enjoy that this weekend up at Sunrise. You don't want to miss it. Let's take a look at how we got here. It's 50-0 at intermission. Punt Cooley takes us through the first half.
Well, scoring summary, of course, with the score 50-0, it's been all Blue Ridge. Blue Ridge on their first possession in the first quarter with just 10:55 left on the clock. The first touchdown of the night, Chase Esparza runs 26 yards with the good kick after. That's the score 7-0. And then on the next possession, Blue Ridge with a 21-yard run by Jimmy Benton with 8:14 left in the clock in the first quarter. And a successful kick point after. The score goes to 14-0. Again in the first quarter. The very next possession, another touchdown run, this time 10 yards by Jimmy Benton, and the successful point after with 5:50 left in the first quarter to bring the score to 21-0. And then early in the second quarter, with 11 minutes left in the second quarter, the first touchdown pass of the football game, first and only actually for Blue Ridge, from London to Hoffmeyer, 37-yard touchdown pass with the point after to bring the score to 28-0. Also in the second quarter, the fifth touchdown for Blue Ridge with 8:45 left in the second, a three-yard touchdown run by Chase Esparza. A fumbled snap at the kick, but the kicker picks it up to run into the end zone for the two-point conversion to bring the score to 36-0. And then with just 4:11 left in the second quarter, 2-yard touchdown run by P.J. London following that big offensive line into the end zone to bring the score to 43-0 with a successful point after. And then with just 19 seconds left in the second quarter, 20-yard touchdown run by Henderson to bring the score to where we're at here with the successful point after kick of 50-0. So Blue Ridge, pretty impressive first half. You know, we talked about the game last week. Neither of us saw it, but 40-7 loss to Page at Page. You know, I think in my own mind coming into the night, knowing that we were going to do this game, I was really curious how they would do offensively. Now, granted, Window Rock, not a powerhouse necessarily when it comes to football, but they have some athletes out there. And for Blue Ridge to just turn around and put 50 up in just the first half is certainly impressive, to say the least.
And the fact that they're able to react as well as they did, coming back from that pounding, that pummeling on the road last week at Page, is a testament to Coach London and his program. Just the fact that he can get his kids prepared for a game like this tonight, where they had to come out and they had to be solid at the beginning, because Window Rock's a pretty good team, and you give them some confidence, and that makes them an even better team.
Well, and they have some size up front, you know, and I think one of the struggles they had last year, Blue Ridge, and I thought looking at the score from last week's game may have spilled over a little bit into this year, was their line play just really never got off that well. I mean, they had their moments, certainly, but the line play tonight for Blue Ridge has just been outstanding. That offensive line just doing a great job.
Well, we want to thank our production team tonight, producer Stephanie Fergozo, executive producers Jerry Butler and Mel West, along with Isaiah Miller, our technical director Shane Bobian. Leilani is also one of the tech directors tonight. Camera crew is, I don't have last names, so I apologize. Jimmy, Janessa, Joseph, Lydia, Jacob, Weston, and I can't read this one. I think it's Hallie, Sarah, Leo, Josh, Bo, and Brandon round out the crew tonight as we get a full crew from both Show Low and Snowflake here tonight to bring you this contest. We'll step away, back with more of our Sunrise Park Resort halftime show. When we return, Mike Caldwell takes a look inside the numbers that tells the true story here at the break. This is Show Low Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
I got this. Don't take time out of your busy day. Let Mountain Mobile Auto Glass come to you. All our technicians are certified by the National Auto Glass Safety Council. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass will give you $50 cash, free movie passes, and free dinner.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
In today's challenging economy, having a college education is a must. Northland Pioneer College is here to help you prepare for your future. NPC is committed to providing you with the highest quality education with the lowest tuition cost in the state. We offer a variety of advanced learning classes to prepare you for a transfer or associate's degree, personal interest education, or earning your GED.
Contact an academic advisor for more information. Go online at npc.edu.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Show Low and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center is a proud supporter of high school sports. Many of our local sports players were born at the hospital, where Summit Obstetrics offers comfortable individual rooms for mom and baby. In case of a sports injury, the hospital ER is always staffed and prepared to take on the most serious injuries, and Summit features an advanced diagnostics department with state-of-the-art equipment. The Summit Healthcare orthopedic and therapy teams can help sports players overcome injuries and return to the game. Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center wishes all players a successful and healthy season this year.
To him in the end zone, up in Snowflake. And I told my
Welcome back to Blue Ridge High School. The Yellow Jackets with a 50-0 lead here at intermission. This is our Sunrise Park Resort halftime show. Don't forget, you can head on up to Sunrise and enjoy summer activities going on this weekend. Still time to enjoy downhill mountain biking, get scenic lift rides, also mountain climbing. Mountain climbing. You can climb the mountain.
Sure, why not?
You can do rock climbing. We have a rock wall that you can climb out there, plus bungee jumping and one of the coolest zip lines in the state of Arizona. You'll find it out at Sunrise. Go to sunriseskipark.com for details. That's sunriseskipark.com. Let's go now to our statistician and spotter tonight, who has our first half statistics for you, Mike Caldwell. Mike?
Well, thanks, Camden. And as the score reflects, it's been all Blue Ridge, and it's been a great display of offense and defense, actually, so we'll get to that. But first of all, offense. P.J. London officially is going to be 6 for 7 for 120 yards and 1 TD, but really he was 7 for 7 because the ref just had a bad angle and missed that one. So P.J.'s officially 6 for 7, 120 yards and 1 TD. That TD went to Dominic Hoffmeyer. Hoffmeyer's actually having a great game, and he's just been hitting on all cylinders on both the rushing and receiving. He's a leading receiver for 3 receptions for 69 yards with a 37-yard TD. Rushing, Chase Esparza, it's been well-balanced rushing. We got Chase Esparza, 6 carries for 46 yards and 2 TDs. Jimmy Benton's leading the way with 9 carries and 73 yards and 2 TDs. Drew Hoffmeyer, again, leading in there with kind of a quiet game for him. Four carries for 69 yards, and then Adam Henderson, 1 carry, but it was 20-yard touchdown. The totals: 209 yards rushing, 120 yards passing, 329 total. So really a well-balanced. P.J. London's looking great for a freshman. He looks composed. He's been scrambling now there and still looking downfield. So great job by P.J. and a great job by the line. If you had to complain about anything that they're doing wrong, is the penalties. 7 penalties, and then a couple bad snaps that they've lost. Defensively, it's been just as dominating. Window Rock's tried to come out and passing, which has led the clock to stop, and we've got this score because of it. But Tyler Boyd is 3 of 11 for 24 yards, 3 interceptions. And then Joey Begay's come in here and he completed one of his pass, 1 for 2 for 10 yards, 34 yards rushing. They've only had 1 positive gain on the rushing in the rushing area, so they're total of 13 minus 13 rushing, 21 yards total offense. So complete domination by the Blue Ridge Yellow Jackets. They've also gotten 5 turnovers from the Window Rock Scouts.
All right, thanks, Mike. And that brings us to our halftime score, 50-0. It's the Yellow Jackets over the Scouts. We'll be back with our second half when we return. That's our Sunrise Park Resort halftime show, brought to you by the Sunrise Park Resort. Head on up to Sunrise this weekend. Take advantage of awesome outdoor activities like downhill mountain biking. They have the best zip line in the state of Arizona. They've got rock wall climbing. They have bungee jumping. You'll find it out at the Sunrise Park Resort this weekend. Go to sunriseskipark.com for details. That's sunriseskipark.com. We'll be back with the second half when we return. This is Show Low Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
Need hats, shirts, or jackets embroidered with your logo? Get custom embroidered products from Little Bluebird Studios. That's right, the company that does the best job screen printing t-shirts and hoodies now offers embroidery. Little Bluebird Studios is a local company with skilled designers that care about your company's image and brand. Call Little Bluebird Studios today, 928-351-7942, or online at littlebluebird.org. Little Bluebird Studios, the company that cares.
When you think glass, think Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Deemer's Glass offers the best selection of quality glass with affordable prices. They do full home window packages, replacement windows, custom shower doors and enclosures, custom mirrors in many shapes, styles, and colors, glass doors and hardware, commercial glass for buildings and offices, skylights, screens, fire-rated glass for your fireplace or stove, window film, and more. Visit Deemer's Glass today on Porter Mountain Road in Lakeside or call 1-888-GLASSMAN.
Want to save money on your next vehicle? Then go to the place with the lowest price guaranteed. Show Low Ford guarantees the lowest price on any new Ford in the state of Arizona. Plus, every new Ford gas engine vehicle comes with a lifetime engine warranty. Thought you could get a better deal in Phoenix? Think again. The absolute best deal in the state of Arizona is at Show Low Ford, the #1 Ford dealer in northern Arizona, and soon to be #1 in the state of Arizona. Show Low Ford on the east end of the Deuce.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware is proud to support White Mountain Sports.
Well, we get set for the third quarter, where we should have a running clock with the Yellow Jackets up 50-0. I want to thank our sponsors here tonight. Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Sunrise Park Resort, Northland Pioneer College, Summit Regional Medical Center, Beeler Orthodontics, Deemer's Glass in Lakeside, the Indian Pine Restaurant out at Honda, Octopus Car Wash, Subway, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, along with our title sponsor this season, Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce. And I'll tell you, if you're interested in a car, truck, van, or SUV, do not purchase a vehicle until you've checked out Sholo Ford. They do a tremendous job at getting you the lowest price. In fact, they have a low price guarantee. If you're interested in a car, especially if you want a new Ford, Guy Hatch at Sholo Ford guarantees that you'll get the lowest price in the state of Arizona. That means better than any deal you'll get in Tucson, better than any deal you'll get in Flagstaff, and even better than any deal you'll get in Phoenix. And that's why Sholo Ford is soon to be the #1 dealer in the state of Arizona. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce. So we get set for our Northland Pioneer College kickoff, brought to you by Northland Pioneer College. We remind you that when it comes time to kick off your college education, choose the college with the lowest tuition in the state of Arizona. That's Northland Pioneer College. You could pay a whole bunch of money for the first 2 years of your college and get the same education you'll get at MPC for a fraction of the cost. Check it out at Northland Pioneer College. Spencer Hall on the season last year. Spencer Hall transferred in at the beginning of this year. And remember, he moved to play in Prescott for, I forget who he played for in Prescott. I don't know if it's Prescott High School or if it was Mingus. One of the two. Anyway, he is ineligible for the first 5 games because he moved back. That second move cost him, which is one of those rules I think they need to take a look at and possibly change. MPC kickoff is returnable at the 18. That's Benton.
Oh, nice.
Out to the 30, and he's got room to run as he crosses midfield, gets to the 30, 20, 10, 5, touchdown. Benton is going to score, but a penalty marker is thrown back at the 46-yard line.
He just did an outstanding job. Benton did following his blockers, being patient, waiting for guys in front of him to just lay out blocks. Just superb running by Jimmy Benton. I'm not sure what the penalty is, but that's just good execution on a kickoff there by the Yellow Jackets. I'm not sure if we have the replay of it early in the kickoff where you could see him just wait for his blockers to line
Block
out.
in the back, return team. 10 yards to the spot, first down.
So they will bring it back with a block in the back by the Yellow Jackets.
They have wiped off 3 scores tonight due to penalties, and that's certainly something that Coach London's not going to be real happy with. Penalty will be assessed. Near the 35-yard line. The ball's going to be marked all the way back to the Yellow Jacket 42. Call it the 47-yard line, excuse me. P.J. London takes the snap, hands to Hoffmeyer. Hoffmeyer finds a hole. He could go 40, 35, 30, to the 20, to the 15, 10-5, touchdown, Dominic Hoffmeyer.
That's just good running again. Hoffmeyer at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. You can see him do a little stutter step, waiting for his blocker to set up, and then as soon as he finds that seam, he just explodes. Good downfield block as well. David Hernandez, that's the center, folks, of that offensive line, out hustling the defense all the way down the field, and you can see him in the screen as Hoffmeyer crosses the end zone. So that's just good execution by that offensive front again for the Yellow Jackets.
See a shot of Spencer Hall there on the sideline. As it's time now for the point after try. The snap's good, place is good, and the kick is deep and good. 57-0. Jackets lead. We step away. This is Shola Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
I got this. Don't take time out of your busy day. Let Mountain Mobile Auto Glass come to you. All our technicians are certified by the National Auto Glass Safety Council. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass will give you $50 cash, free movie passes, and free dinner.
536-5972. Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, cash back to you.
Welcome back. Time for the Northland Pioneer College kickoff. And this one's going to be fielded at the 7, and then it's dropped there. Back to pick it up is a phantom player for the Scouts. We'll try to get Keegan Bjorn to find out who number 7 is. We don't have him on our roster. Benton is on the stop there for the Jackets.
Jimmy Benton along with A. Brazil, number 54. Making the tackle on that runner. Look, for a while there, they might get pinned way back, the Scouts, with that drop kick return, but credit the runner, number 7, for at least finding a lane on the outside. So we'll have a running clock now here in the third quarter with the score 57-0.
Go ahead. Hey, the big boy is going to rumble his way out to the 20. I like that. I like that. Kanoa with the carry and has really one of the better running plays of the game for the Scouts. Picks up 5 yards on the play.
It's a big boy right there. But he picks up ahead of speed. It's going to be tough to bring him down. Kind of like Keegan Bjorn when he was in high school, right? Yeah.
Not quite as much finesse, but yeah.
True.
Trip set to the far side of the set. Fake the handoff, and the keeper.
Oh, they stripped the ball.
They stripped
nice
the ball
job
loose.
by Blue Ridge. Whoever that is strips the football right out of the quarterback's hands. That's number 80.
That's McCullough.
Yep, great job. Tanner McCullough just taking that right out of the hands of the quarterback, but they'll call him down with the forward progress.
Would have been.
You can see him getting coached up there on the sideline. They're liking that.
Yeah, that's a turnover.
Oh, okay, they're going to get the turnover.
That's the second.
The way they were acting, it looked like they were going to just have.
That's the second forced turnover of the night for McCullough. He had an interception earlier on in the first half. That's his second takeaway. We find out that number 7 is Brendan Lee tonight for the Scouts. If I can find my Scout roster here, we'll update that. We thank Keegan Bjorn, our sideline reporter tonight. Nine and a half remaining and a timeout on the field. We'll keep it here. Just a chance to talk about next week. We'll be here as the Yellow Jackets take on St. John's. The Redskins travel. Last year, you'll recall, Blue Ridge in a tight one against St. John's. St. John's almost.
Yeah, they goose-egged the Jackets last year, did St. John's.
Yeah.
I think you're thinking of maybe the
maybe
year
2
before.
years ago. I don't know.
Time flies, right?
Yeah, it's possible.
When you're having all this fun
I thought
with us.
I thought there was wasn't there a real close game? Was that the year
That was
before?
a couple of years ago, I think. Yeah.
Okay. So Jackets will try to avenge that loss here on their home turf. Coach Morgan and the St. John's Redskins coming to town next week to face this Yellow Jacket crew with some young players that are really starting to play well. Inexperience as they've been gaining experience with each play here tonight, and it's been a lot of fun to watch offensively. If you like high-scoring games, it's been a great one. New running back here, Scott Dines, on the carry for the Yellow Jackets.
And he's a sophomore, number 32, the deep back. You'll see him get the handoff off here on the right side. Good hole again by that offensive front by the Jackets. Good low tackle by the defender for Window Rock. But this is the time, you know, with the score 57 zip, with the running clock, where I think both coaches, you'll likely see them start giving some other players some time, get some experience for them.
Well, and you see P.J. London just waiting there to get the call. He's going to wait to get the call. They'll get the call from the sideline here. Just trying to burn clock with a 8.5 remaining third quarter. And we get a delay of game called against the Yellow Jackets. So they burned a little too much time.
Well, you know, we talked at the top of the game, Camden, just looking at the lineup, the roster of Window Rock. They have some big kids out there, tall kids. They always have a good slate of athletes. They're not known necessarily for their power football, but and after that loss last week, that the Jackets going down to Page, you got to believe that Window Rock came in here tonight thinking they might have a shot at this football game, but the Jackets have just been unrelentless.
Henderson right side. He's going to go out of bounds at the 5 as he's just trying not to run the score up here. Clock will continue to run though. This would have been a score. That was good for a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down, but it looks like the Yellow Jackets may be bringing on their field goal unit. And we don't have the right personnel on.
Raul Norris. They're yelling for Raul to get out there. Someone forgot to tell Raul that it's a field goal.
And we get another penalty here, another delay of game.
Delay of game. 5 yards. Retry, first down.
Hey, let's just get on ball.
Oh gosh, not another substitution.
So Nathan Hallett, the 5'8", 156-pound senior. No, new kicker. So for the Yellow Jackets, this is Adrian Palaggio.
He played soccer last year after having played football in junior high. So he must be their longer distance kicker, and he nailed that one.
27-yard field goal for Palaggio, and the Jackets lead should be 60-0. We'll step away with 5:44 left to play third quarter. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
In today's challenging economy, having a college education is a must. Northland Pioneer College is here to help you prepare for your future. NPC is committed to providing you with the highest quality education with the lowest tuition cost in the state. We offer a variety of advanced learning classes to prepare you for a transfer or associate's degree, personal interest education, or earning your GED.
Contact an academic advisor for more information. Go online at npc.edu.
Orthodontist Dr. Joshua Beeler has been providing family-friendly orthodontics in Show Low and the entire White Mountains since 2006. If you need braces, stop in and see the friendly folks at Beeler Orthodontics and meet their professional staff. Dr. Beeler and his team have the latest in orthodontics technology, and they work with each patient individually to custom tailor the most effective treatment plan for the best results. Beeler Orthodontics is a proud sponsor of high school sports. Beeler Orthodontics, live to smile, love your smile.
Let's get all these. Welcome back to Blue Ridge High School. Yellow Jackets in front of Window Rock tonight, 60-0 with 5:44 left to play third quarter. It's been all Blue Ridge tonight. And this one's going to bounce at the 5, roll to the back of the end zone for a touchback and an 80-yard field for Window Rock. You know, punt coming into the contest tonight, P.J. London went last week. He was 8 of 19 for 155 yards, completing only 42% of his passes. Tonight, he's really completed 100% of his passes. He had one taken away from him on a blown call, but he is officially 6 of 7 tonight for 121 yards, 121 yards, I believe, and 1 touchdown. Not a bad night for P.J. London.
20-yard average on his passing, and more importantly, he's been composed in the pocket. He's had to leave the pocket a couple of times to make some of those passes. So not only are his stats really impressive, but I think just the composure of him playing in that position as a freshman is even more impressive.
Hustle off, you three.
And the injured player for the Scouts is number 52. That's Begay. And good news for Window Rock, he's going to come off under his own power. Clock does stop for injury timeouts. It's Demetrius Begay. Coach Wilbur Begay Jr., Jonathan Pablo, Ivan Williams, Kobe Totolina, Colin Totolina, and Murray Shirley is the coaching staff for Window Rock. And I would imagine they're probably going to make some noise up north. Once they kind of get things together, you got to keep in mind this is their first game of the season. Jackets have already played one. And here's the big guy here, Kanua, getting wrestled down there. Didn't quite get all of that replay. That's the first part of it, but Kanua on the carry, comes around the right side, spins out of a tackle. And this is going to take 10 guys to get him to come down. He's still trying to fight forward.
Well, when you talk about wrapping up on tackles, which is important technique, try to get your arms around him. That's tough duty. Plus, once he gets momentum, you can see it takes a couple of guys just to slow him down. But that Blue Ridge defense still doing a great job of just not allowing these running backs all night long to turn upfield for the Scouts. They just really have had no running game whatsoever tonight. Speaking of Window Rock.
Timeout Window Rock, we will take it with them. 3:17 left to play, third quarter. It's 60-0. This is Show Low Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center is a proud supporter of high school sports. Many of our local sports players were born at the hospital, where Summit Obstetrics offers comfortable individual rooms for mom and baby. In case of a sports injury, the hospital ER is always staffed and prepared to take on the most serious injuries, and Summit features an advanced diagnostics department with state-of-the-art equipment. The Summit Healthcare orthopedic and therapy teams can help sports players overcome injuries and return to the game. Summit Healthcare Regional Medical Center wishes all players a successful and healthy season this year.
I'll sit at Pet City for a friend.
Welcome you back to Blue Ridge High School. 3 minutes, 17 seconds remaining, third quarter. Window Rock after the timeout, trailing 60-0. Ball at their 19. On 4th down and 11. Forced to punt. End over end punt. Nobody back for the Jackets. Going to roll. Bounces it about the 45 and rolls inside the 40. Going to be down at the 38-yard line.
So again, with the running clock, score 60-0 with just 3 minutes left here in the third. Blue Ridge really is just going to find a way to just let that clock burn down more than likely. Put some new players in. We'll see some fresh faces hopefully towards the end of the game here.
We say
illegal procedure, kicking team, that penalty's declined.
I want to thank our production team tonight, our executive producers, Mel West, Jerry Butler, Isaiah Miller. Director tonight, Stephanie Fragoza. Technical director, Shane Bobian. Leilani from Snowflake. Camera crew, Jimmy, Janessa, Zoe, Joseph, Jacob, Lydia, Weston. I think it's Hallie, although I haven't confirmed that yet. Yes, it is Hallie. Sarah, Leo, Josh, Bo, Brandon, and I think there's a Jared on the crew tonight, but haven't confirmed that. Our camera crew tonight from both Snowflake and Show Low High School, bringing you the sights and sounds of tonight's contest. Cyril Jack on the carry for Blue Ridge.
Importantly, wearing number 35 for Blue Ridge. And just past players that wore number 35 for Blue Ridge.
Why?
That were like studs.
Yeah, who? Was there somebody in particular you were thinking about?
A kid named Wyatt. It was pretty cool.
Oh, there you go. Now we know.
Yeah.
Wide receiver to the right side of the formation. Wyatt Cooley was perhaps the best looking guy on the Blue Ridge team.
Easy now. Let's not get too carried away.
Took after his mom, but.
Oh, and the shots are coming from the sideline. If I remember correctly, I think
Jared
I remember who won that football game.
Jared and Dustin also on our camera crew tonight. Want to say thanks to them.
You didn't forget our sideline reporter, did you?
I did. Dylan Smith bringing the effects tonight.
No, the other one.
And our sideline reporter is Keegan Bjorn.
Yeah, don't forget him.
He's probably the best looking in the broadcast tonight.
Oh, hands down. Yes, hands down.
And the handoff to Jack, who wears Wyatt Cooley's number.
Okay, enough. We're done now. Jeez.
Minute 12. Clock rolling. And we want to take a moment to announce our Beeler Orthodontics straight line play of the game, brought to you by Beeler Orthodontics. Live to smile, love your smile. Beeler Orthodontics, we'll get to that here in just a second. Also, we'll talk about our Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store player of the game, brought to you by Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store, south of Pine Top, Highway 260, right-hand side of the road, just before you get to the Honda Resort and Casino. That's the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store. Best selection of hunting, hiking, camping, and fishing gear in the White Mountains. Hand it off straight ahead, trying to bounce it to the outside is Jack, and he gets knocked down at the line of scrimmage for no gain. There's the handoff there, nowhere to go. And we also have coming up, we'll be announcing our Deemer's Glass shattering hit of the game, brought to you by Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Hands down the best place to call for quality glass at affordable prices. That's Deemer's Glass. Call 1-888-GLASSMAN. Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. And that's going to end the fourth quarter of action. 60-0 Blue Ridge. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and worldwide on iTalk1067.com.
Need hats, shirts, or jackets embroidered with your logo? Get custom embroidered products from Little Bluebird Studios. That's right, the company that does the best job screen printing t-shirts and hoodies now offers embroidery. Little Bluebird Studios is a local company with skilled designers that care about your company's image and brand. Call Little Bluebird Studios today, 928-351-7942, or online at littlebluebird.org. Little Bluebird Studios, the company that cares.
Yeah, I was thinking Benton or Hoffmeyer, one of the two.
Welcome back to Blue Ridge High School. Jackets up 60-0. So we go to the fourth and final quarter. I think I said that was the end of the fourth quarter before that, but that was the end of the third quarter.
Right.
This is the fourth quarter. Jackets up 60-0 over Window Rock. So it's been all Jackets this evening. They've dominated on both sides of the ball. And they're just trying to burn clock here. As we remind you that coming up we'll have our Deemer's Glass shattering hit of the game, brought to you by Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Call 1-888-GLASSMAN. That's Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Hand off to Cyril Jack, and Jack is going to be hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. It brings up fourth down. Maximus on the tackle there for the Scouts. So we go now to our Deemer's Glass shattering hit of the game, Punt.
Well, the one that really stands out to me, it was on the kickoff when Jimmy Benton came up from that outside lane, and if you remember, the runner for Window Rock started down the middle and then made that outside cut. Jimmy Benton just made a great read and just took a straight beeline right for the runner. Perfect form tackle, wrapped him up, dropped him backwards. That by far, I mean, we've seen some good hits tonight, but that one by far stood out as the best hit of the football game. Perfect form tackle by Benton.
Congratulations to Jimmy Benton, our Deemer's Glass shattering hit of the game, brought to you by Deemer's Glass in Lakeside. Don't forget, best place to purchase your glass, quality glass at affordable prices. Deemer's Glass, call 1-888-GLASSMAN in Lakeside. Yellow Jackets punt here. And the change of possession will stop the clock with 10:43 remaining in the contest. The Scouts are going to get it back here, trailing 60-0. We talk now about our Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store Player of the Game, brought to you by the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store. And don't forget, if you're looking for hunting, hiking, camping, and fishing gear, you'll find it out at the Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store. Best selection of those items on the mountain. They are located south of Pine Top, Highway 260, right-hand side of the road just before you get to the Honda Resort and Casino. And new quarterback in for the Scouts. They fumble the ball on the snap. And it's Joey Begay in at quarterback. And it brings up second down, and our Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store Player of the Game, Punt.
Boy, I tell you, Blue Ridge has had so many guys do such a great job tonight. We got to start talking right away, I think, about the quarterback, the freshman quarterback, P.J. London, just doing an outstanding job. He went 6 for 7 tonight, threw for 120 yards and the touchdown. Just showed great composure back there. I think, as their starter tonight, they've got to be really pleased with his production. And then when you look at these running backs, Esparza, Benton, Hoffmeyer, Henderson, and they're getting more guys in now, but they did really yeoman's work early in the football game. They're all getting big runs. They all did a great job. Defensively, we saw some good play by the linebackers, the defensive line. The offensive line, I think, just did an outstanding. So this is going to be a really, really tough one. But the one kid that he's put up some big yards tonight for Blue Ridge, and kind of in a subtle way has just really contributed big for the Yellow Jackets, and offensively just played a huge game. And that's Hoffmeyer. Dominic Hoffmeyer, his name is Dom. Yeah, he ends up the game with 122 yards rushing on 5 carries. You can do the average on that. 1 TD running, and then the 1 touchdown from London. So just an outstanding game by him. He's got some teammates that did a really good job tonight too, which makes it, like I said, even more tough. But you cannot look past the performance tonight of Dominic Hoffmeyer, certainly deserving a player of the game tonight.
And another kid right there that, if you're a Window Rock scout quarterback, you got to be pretty tough. Destia coming off the field right there. He took a licking as he tried to bootleg around the right side. Then he took a pretty good shot here by Drew Baker. And but he picks up a Mountain Mobile Auto Glass first down for the Scouts. But our congratulations to Dominic Hoffmeyer, our Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store Player of the Game. New quarterback in, I believe it's Begay, and Begay throws a pick. Benton picks it off and will take it 33 yards for the score. Benton at the 33-yard line gets another pick 6 for the Yellow Jackets. And an injured Window Rock scout player is down, but we'll take a look at the replay here. That one thrown right into the hands of Benton. And he actually caught it at about the 35-yard line, so we'll call it a 35-yard interception. That's his second.
I'm not sure if Coach London wanted to see the score on that, but regardless, a good pick by Benton. That's Tristan Nez, number 26. I think he may have been the intended receiver, and after Benton picked that pass, somebody obviously lit into him. So he's slow to get up. He's on the sideline now. Looks like he may have had the wind knocked out of him.
And this point after try is no good. As we
that's Pelagio.
Yeah, Pelagio's kick wide to the right. 7:26 left to play here in the fourth. Jackets lead it 66-0. This is Sholo Ford's presentation of high school football on iTalk 106.7 and iTalk1067.com.
Want to save money on your next vehicle? Then go to the place with the lowest price guarantee. Sholo Ford guarantees the lowest price on any new Ford in the state of Arizona. Plus, every new Ford gas engine vehicle comes with a lifetime engine warranty. Thought you could get a better deal in Phoenix? Think again. The absolute best deal in the state of Arizona is at Sholo Ford, the #1 Ford dealer in northern Arizona, and soon to be #1 in the state of Arizona. Sholo Ford on the east end of the Deuce.
You've been there, waiting forever at the gas station for the guy to free up so he can fill up your propane tank. Or worse, when the only qualified propane technician decided to stay home that day. Yep, you've been there and I have too. That's why now I get my propane from Ace Hardware every time. You get Ace Hardware's world-famous customer service when you stop in for propane. That's right, you get in, you get out, and you get a great deal on propane and everything else. From Ace Hardware at their locations in Pine Top and Heber. Ace Hardware, White Mountain Sports.
Welcome back to Blue Ridge High School. Yellow Jackets in front, 66-0. Kick fielded at the 20-yard line. Our Northland Pioneer College kick returned out to the 32-yard line. And the return was made by Kenneth Lowy. And they'll mark it at the 31-yard line. Time now for our Beeler Orthodontics straight line play of the game, brought to you by Beeler Orthodontics. Live to smile, love your smile. Beeler Orthodontics. Punt. Our straight line play of the game.
Sorry, I got distracted by the talk in the background. Yeah, the play of the game, you know, we were talking, some of the better plays were the ones that got called back, like that kick return by Blue Ridge. I thought was just outstanding with the blocking. But they did have the penalty that brought that back, and there was other runs that were brought back. But the one there was a pass early to Drew Baker that was perfectly placed. Nice run by Baker, but they called that back because of holding. But there was that one pass from P.J. London to Hoffmeyer over the middle. 37 ended up being a 37-yard touchdown pass. Actually, their only touchdown tonight from a pass. That was just well executed. Great read by London. Nice touch on the pass. Perfect placement into Hoffmeyer deep in the middle of the field. And that to me just really stands out as one of the better plays for Blue Ridge tonight that didn't get called back.
Well, that is a good tackle right there. And that's about the only way you're going to get Kanoa down. That's Benton on the tackle. And rumbling and bumbling around this near side is Tyler Kanoa. And that big boy right there is going to be an asset. I don't know if we don't have what year he is, but you like the way he runs. Let's check in with Keegan Bjorn. Keegan?
Hey guys, just got a score for the end of the third quarter of the Snowflake game. It is 48-6, Snowflake on top.
All right, thanks a lot, Keegan. A little more like we thought it would be there in Snowflake. After that initial score update, thought maybe Snowflake was going to run into some trouble with Chin Lee, but they seem to turn it around there in Snowflake. Low snap. And Begay has to go back and cover this one for a loss on the play for Window Rock. Back to our Beeler Orthodontics straight line play of the game. Lift to smile, love your smile, Beeler Orthodontics. And that was our straight line play of the game tonight.
PJ
London
to Hoffmeyer.
To Hoffmeyer for the score.
That was in the second quarter, early in the second quarter, their fourth touchdown of the game. Even though I think the kickoff return was a better play, but they got called back. So.
Yeah, can't count those. Can't count the non-existent plays.
Oh no,
bad snap. Into the end zone. And Cano's going to run it. He gets upended at the 8-yard line.
David Hernandez, good tackle there, going low. I don't think that was Cano. 38, whoever 38 is.
That's Chase.
Good job, David!
Modrian Chase gets the return that time, and Yellow Jackets with a short field, and this causes trouble for them because they're trying not to put points on the board. 66-0. Jackets going to come away with a win here tonight. We'll try to get some other scores for you. Mike Caldwell's checking the score, the iTalk 106.7 scoreboard. Let's check in with Mike right now and see what he's found out.
Okay. Camden, we got a final from Silver City, Round Valley 34, Silver City 7.
So Round Valley continuing their win streak as they extend it to 2. This time over Silver City. They've got some tough opponents coming up. Tempe Prep, I think, is on their schedule, and We get Thatcher somewhere down the road, and Pima too, I think, makes the trip up to Round Valley at some point. So Round Valley never shy to play the tough competition in the 2A conference. And next week, Snowflake plays Kirtland, New Mexico, and we understand Kirtland is a much improved team over last year. We had some thoughts about possibly covering that game, but we'll leave it up to some other crews to do that. We'll cover this Blue Ridge team as they take on St. John's next week here at Blue Ridge High School. Again, we thank our entire crew back in the studio tonight. Ashley Harley, Dylan Smith down on the field is our executive producer, or our field effects, and our sideline reporter Keegan Bjorn tonight in the truck. Stephanie Fregoso and Isaiah Miller, along with executive producers Jerry Butler and Mel West. Shane Bobian and Leilani from Snowflake are our technical directors. Our camera crew, Jimmy, Janessa, Zoe, Joseph, Jacob, Lydia, Weston, Hallie, Sarah, Leo, Josh, Braden, Bo, Jared, and Dustin. Students from Show Low and Snowflake High School bringing you the sights and sounds of tonight's contest. And we say thank you again to our entire crew here tonight. We are going to forego our post-game show as we've successfully made it through our sponsor list. We'll remind you that tonight's contest has been brought to you in part by the Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Sunrise Park Resort, Northland Pioneer College, Summit Regional Medical Center, Beeler Orthodontics, Deemer's Glass, the Indian Pine Restaurant at Honda, Octopus Car Wash, Subway, Mountain Mobile Auto Glass, and of course, Show Low Ford on the east end of the Deuce. The absolute, hands down, best place to purchase your next vehicle is Show Low Ford. They've got a low price guarantee at Show Low Ford on any new Ford in the state of Arizona. They guarantee the lowest price in the state of Arizona. If you think you can get a better deal in Tucson, think again. If you think you can get a better deal in Flagstaff, think again. If you thought you could get a better deal in Phoenix, think again. The lowest price in the state of Arizona is right here on the Deuce of Clubs in Show Low. You owe it to yourself to check out Guy Hatch and his crew there at Show Low Ford on the east end of the Deuce. Well, that'll be the, I'm not sure if Window Rock is going to snap the ball here or not. 14 seconds, they're done. This ball game's in the books. It's 66-0, our final here tonight. The Yellow Jackets with a big win over Window Rock, coming back after a 40-7 loss against Page last week. Window Rock dropping their first game of the season, and we look forward to watching the game next week as the Yellow Jackets take on the St. John's Redskins right here at Blue Ridge High School. Our coverage begins next week at 6:45 with our pregame show, and we invite you back to watch it live on italk1067.com. That's italk1067.com. For Punt Cooley, for Keegan Bjorn, Mike Caldwell, I'm Camden Smith. Until next week, we say so long, everybody.
All right, you guys are clear.
This has been an iTalk 1067 Sports Exclusive, presented by Show Low Ford. High school football is also brought to you in part by Northland Pioneer College, Ace Hardware of the White Mountains, Sunrise Park Resort, Honda Outdoor Ski and Sports Store, Deemer's Glass, Beeler Orthodontics, Summit Regional Medical Center, Octopus Car Wash, and Native Grill and Wings. This is a copyrighted broadcast. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or reuse of this program without the expressed written consent of iTalk 1067 and Country Mountain Airwaves is expressly prohibited. For more information about this game and others around the region, go to italk1067.com.